Soul Food Ministries. What's up, Soul Food Ministries, where we cook up the word and we give you the food for your soul that feeds your spirit.
Well, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you be when you're hungry? Like, when you're hungry, do you get an attitude?
Is that you?
You a little quick to get mad, maybe, because you hungry. A little agitated.
No.
Can we turn the AC up? I'm dying back here.
It's on. Can't you feel it?
Can you feel that?
Oh. Jeff, eat a Snickers, please.
Why?
Every time you get hungry, you turn into a diva. Just eat it so we can all coexist.
Turn into a diva.
Put it in your system, cranky pants.
Okay.
Thank you.
Better?
Better.
Will you get your knees out of the back of my seat?
Oh. You're not you when you're hungry.
You know what I'm saying? But then when you eat, do you start smiling? You
start
feel
feeling
better?
good, you do your little dance, your little dance.
Well, if that sound like you, well, that could be the same thing with you being spiritually hungry.
You gotta tell them, babe.
So, unless you had a flow.
Okay, like my wife said, that's the same thing when you're spiritually hungry. If you wondering why you feel like people is acting out in your life, you feel like these young kids is acting out, you feel like just people is acting out in general, do you ever think that they may be hungry? They may be hungry for the word. They may be hungry for the scriptures. They may be hungry for God. You know what I'm saying? We not of this world. We in this world. So, of course, you're going to get hungry for the source. You're going to get hungry for the source. When you hungry, you're going to act out. You know what I'm saying? The best thing we could do for ourselves and for each other is stay prayed up. Stay prayed up, because that's feeding your soul. That's feeding your spirit.
Yeah, I mean, even just looking up some sermons on YouTube, like, you know what I'm saying? It's really no excuses taking 10 maybe to 15 minutes just to open up your Bible. And trust me, I need to get back on it myself because I kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
But all we just saying is to say that, you know, if you feel like it's a lot going on in your plate, you feeling stressed out, maybe you feeling depressed, or maybe you feeling sad all the time, or you might not even know exactly what the emotion is. It really might just be because you're spiritually hungry. You know what I'm saying? God is there to fulfill that hunger, that appetite. And when God fill you up, it's a whole different game, bro. Just like a baby, when a baby hungry when it cries, you could be crying in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those around you could be doing the same. So, like my wife said, we in this world, but we're not of this world. So that means we need a different kind of food. Just like it's this good analogy that this one person.
Let me tell you something. I learned a fact the other day that blew my mind. Do you know how most whales die? They drown. They spend their entire life living in and swimming in a world that eventually kills them. You know why that is? Whales are mammals. Most mammals walk on the face of the earth, but the whales live in a world that they are not of. They are in the water, but they are not of the water. So while other fish can swim around for their entire life with gills breathing in the water, the whale has to come up out of the water to live. There's a life source that is not in the world that he lives in, that he needs access to. This is going to go over some of y'all heads, but I'm going to just say it and be obedient to what God is telling me to say. You are in this world, but you are not of this world. And I'm saying this because there's a lot of y'all who are like, yo, Russ, I'm working on my mental health. I'm working on my physical. I'm getting more rest. I'm eating right. I'm working out, but I still don't have peace. It became apparent to me that we are unaware of our needs. We know if we're hungry, we know we need to eat. We know if we're thirsty, we need to drink. If we're tired, we know we need rest. If we're stressed out, we know we need to work on our mental health. But you are completely unaware of how to tend to your spiritual needs. You are not just a mind. You are not just a body. You are a spirit wrapped up in the flesh of a man and a woman. And in this life, you need God. There's no other way around it. You need God. You need to pray. You need to worship. You need to seek his face. You need to read your word, because in this life, if you don't learn how to come up for air, you will drown.
Yeah, and that's why it's important to stay prayed up, because, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be some times where, you know what I'm saying, you feel like, okay, I'm at peace right now. I feel like I'm okay. And then you're going to be feeling like, okay, I was just good. Now what's happening? That's where it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Have your prayer on, put your armor on, your spiritual armor, and get to praying to God. Because prayer changes things, y'all. We cooked up the word. We served it to you. Now y'all enjoy it.
Okay.
Bon appetit.
And God bless y'all.
God bless y'all.